Good evening, student. After completing the various volumes and capacities of the lung, now in this video we'll try to learn about the gaseous exchange. There are two main sites in the body where this gaseous exchange will take place. Number one, the alveolus, and number two, the gaseous exchange will take place between blood and tissue. So let's try to understand in detail about this gaseous exchange. Gaseous exchange will take place at two important sites in our body. Number one, the primary site of gaseous exchange in the body is the alveolus. Here, the gaseous exchange will take place between alveolus and the blood. Clear? And this site is the primary site of gaseous exchange. Secondly, when the gases will enters into the blood will carry these gases up to the tissue, and at that point also the exchange of gases will take place between blood and tissue. So the second site for gaseous exchange is between blood and tissue. So there are two important sites in the body. One, at the level of tissue the gaseous exchange will take place, and alveolus is the primary site of gaseous exchange. Now there are so many factors which will affect this gaseous exchange. Firstly, we will see those factors which will affect this gaseous exchange. We have to mainly concern about the gaseous exchange of two main gases, that is O2 and CO2. This gaseous exchange of O2 and CO2 will take place at these two places with a simple process of diffusion. So the gaseous exchange will take place by the process of simple diffusion. But there are various factors which will affect this process of diffusion. So we have to list down all the factors affecting diffusion of gases. Okay. So the most important factor which will affect the process of diffusion of gases is thickness of respiratory membrane. Thickness of respiratory or diffusion membrane. This respiratory or diffusion membrane is actually made up of three layers. Okay, so whenever by the process of breathing, whenever we inhale certain amount of air, this air will go up to the point of alveolus, and at the point of alveolus this gaseous exchange will take place across the respiratory or diffusion membrane. जब भी हम सांस लेंगे तो वो सांस लेने के बाद जो हवा है वो हमारे एल्वियोलस तक पहुंच जाएगी, और एल्वियोलस में से जब ब्लड में गैसियस एक्सचेंज होगा वो होगा अक्रॉस द रेस्पिरेटरी और डिफ्यूजन मेम्ब्रेन. ये रेस्पिरेटरी और डिफ्यूजन मेम्ब्रेन एक्चुअली तीन लेयर से बनी होती है. टू अंडरस्टैंड द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ रेस्पिरेटरी मेम्ब्रेन वी हैव टू ड्रॉ अ सिंपल डायग्राम. सो हियर वी आर ड्रॉइंग वन एल्वियोलस, and as we know the alveolus is lined by squamous epithelium. alveolus की जो लाइनिंग होती है वो फ्लैट इपिथेलियल सेल की होती है जिसे हम स्क्वैमस इपिथेलियम कहते हैं. So these are the squamous epithelium which are actually lining the alveolar surface. Now these, as they are the epithelium, they are resting on the basement membrane. So this is the basement membrane of alveolus. Let me change the color so that you can clearly understand this thing. So this is a basement membrane on which the alveolar cells are resting. plus this alveolus is surrounded by the capillary. So here I am drawing a capillary which is having a deoxygenated blood. So for showing the deoxygenated blood, we are taking a blue color on this side. And after diffusion, these capillaries will receive the oxygen, and to show the oxygenated blood, we are drawing it with the red color. Okay, so this is the incoming capillary and this is the outgoing capillary. This incoming capillary will have deoxygenated blood. ये जो आने वाली कैपिलरी है इसमें डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड है, और ये जो जाने वाली कैपिलरी है ऑक्सीजन डिफ्यूजन हो जाने के बाद इट विल कैरी ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड, इसीलिए हमने इसका कलर रेड दिखाया. Now these capillaries are also lined by endothelial cells. So the lining of capillary is made up of endothelial cells. So here we are showing the endothelial cells across which the diffusion will takes place. So endothelial cells are also squamous cells. And these endothelial cells are also resting on the basement membrane. So this basement membrane, which is present between these two cells, is actually a combined basement membrane for both the epitheliums. Clear? Now, just we label these things. This is the alveolus. This is the capillary. This is the endothelial cells of capillary. This is the basement membrane, and these are the squamous cells of alveolus. So whatever air which is present inside the alveolus, the oxygen and CO2, okay, this oxygen will get diffused into the blood by crossing these three layers. Firstly, it have to cross the squamous epithelium of alveolus, then it will have to cross the basement membrane, and secondly it will have to cross the endothelium of capillary. And whatever CO2 which is present inside the blood, it will also get diffused into the alveolus by crossing these three layers. So the diffusion of gases will takes place across this membrane. This membrane is a respiratory membrane. If we magnify this much of diagram, हम यहाँ से यहाँ तक की अगर डायग्राम मैग्नीफाई करें तो हमको रेस्पिरेटरी मेम्ब्रेन का स्ट्रक्चर दिखाई पड़ेगा. दीज आर द एल्वियोलर सेल्स, squamous cells. They are resting on the basement membrane. So this is a basement membrane. Then we are having the capillary endothelium. These are the endothelial cells of capillary. Okay, and they are also resting on the basement membrane. So here we are having a combined basement membrane of alveolus and the capillary. Okay, so this complete membrane is called as respiratory membrane. It consists of squamous cells of alveolus, then it is having a combined basement membrane, and then it is having a capillary endothelium. Clear? So this complete structure is respiratory or diffusion membrane, and the gaseous diffusion will takes place across this membrane. Clear for this thing? This membrane is made up of three sublayer. It is made up of squamous cell of alveolus, then basement membrane, and the endothelium of capillary. So these three structure together forms a respiratory membrane. Now the thickness of this respiratory membrane will affect the diffusion. Less is the thickness, more will be the diffusion, and more will be the thickness, less will be the diffusion. In normal cases, this thickness of respiratory or diffusion membrane is 0.5 micrometer. Clear? And as this respiratory membrane is very thin, it will favor the process of diffusion. So this is the first factor which will affect the process of diffusion. Clear for this thing? Now the second factor which will affect this gaseous diffusion is solubility of gases. More soluble is the gas, more it will get diffused. The solubility of carbon dioxide is 20 to 25 times more compared to oxygen. जितना ज़्यादा गैस ये लिपिड सोल्यूबल रहेगा, क्योंकि जो मेम्ब्रेन है वो लिपिड बाइलेयर स्ट्रक्चर है, और जितनी ज़्यादा गैस की सोल्यूबिलिटी लिपिड में रहेगी उतना ज़्यादा डिफ्यूजन होगा उस पर्टिकुलर गैस का। हमने यहाँ कहा कि कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड जो है वो 20 टू 25 टाइम्स ज़्यादा सोल्यूबल है ऑक्सीजन से, और इसी वजह से कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ज़्यादा स्पीड से डिफ्यूज होगा। ओके, ये जो स्पीड होती है गैस के डिफ्यूजन की, इसे कहते हैं हम डिफ्यूजन कैपेसिटी। अ डिफ्यूजन कैपेसिटी इज डिफाइंड एज द अमाउंट ऑफ गैस विच गेट डिफ्यूज थ्रू द डिफ्यूजन मेम्ब्रेन इन 1 मिनट पर यूनिट डिफरेंस इन द पार्शियल प्रेशर। यानी 1 मिनट के अंदर डिफ्यूजन मेम्ब्रेन के थ्रू 1 mm ऑफ Hg के प्रेशर के डिफरेंस में जितना गैस डिफ्यूज होता है उसे हम डिफ्यूजन कैपेसिटी कहते हैं। सो सोल्यूबिलिटी ऑफ गैसेस विल एक्चुअली अफेक्ट द डिफ्यूजन कैपेसिटी ऑफ गैस। ओके, जितना ज़्यादा गैस सोल्यूबल रहेगा उतनी उसकी डिफ्यूजन कैपेसिटी ज़्यादा रहेगी। और हमने कहा कि जो CO2 है वो 20 टू 25 टाइम्स मोर सोल्यूबल है, लिपिड सोल्यूबल है। इसी वजह से CO2 की डिफ्यूजन कैपेसिटी ऑक्सीजन के कंपैरिजन में ज़्यादा है। सो अ सोल्यूबिलिटी ऑफ गैस विल अफेक्ट द डिफ्यूजन कैपेसिटी। Diffusion capacity is the amount of gas diffused through diffusion membrane in 1 minute per unit difference in partial pressure. And we have also mentioned that CO2 is 20 to 25 times more lipid soluble. So the diffusion capacity of CO2 is also much higher compared to the oxygen. So these are the factors which affect the diffusion of gases. The third factor which affects the diffusion of gases is surfactant. Surfactant is a surface active agent. For example, lecithin. Okay, so lecithin is a surface active agent secreted by टाइप 2 alveolar cells. Okay, do remember this MCQ? The surfactant is lecithin and it is secreted by type 2 alveolar cells of lung, and this surface active agent will reduce the surface tension of a liquid which is present inside the alveolus. By reducing the surface tension, the gaseous exchange will get favored. Clear for this thing? And it will also prevent the collapsing of lung. So if there is a deficiency of surfactant in case of lungs, then the gaseous exchange will get hampered. अगर surfactant की डिफिशियंसी होगी, लेसिथिन की डिफिशियंसी होगी लंग्स में, तो गैसियस एक्सचेंज जो है वो हैम्पर होगा, उसका रेट कम हो जाएगा। लेसिथिन एक सर्फेक्टेंट है जो टाइप 2 एल्वियोलर सेल सीक्रेट करते हैं लंग्स के, और ये सरफेस एक्टिव एजेंट है जिसके वजह से जो फ्लूइड होता है एल्वियोलस में, देयर इज वेरी थिन लेयर ऑफ फ्लूइड विच इज प्रेजेंट इन एल्वियोलस, लेकिन उसका सरफेस टेंशन कम हो जाता है, और सरफेस टेंशन कम हो जाने की वजह से गैसियस एक्सचेंज ग्रेटर रेट पे होता है। The last and most important factor which will affect the gaseous exchange is the partial pressure of gases, that is pressure and concentration. This is the most important factor which will affect the diffusion of gases. This फैक्टर विच इंक्लूड्स प्रेशर एंड कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ गैसेस की कितना प्रेशर है एक गैस का, और उस प्रेशर को बनाने के लिए कितना कॉन्सेंट्रेशन है एक पर्टिकुलर गैस का, ये डिफ्यूजन के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, बिकॉज डिफ्यूजन विल ऑलवेज टेक्स प्लेस फ्रॉम हायर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन टू लोअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन। सो वो गैस जो डिफ्यूज हो रहा है वो कौन से डायरेक्शन में डिफ्यूज होगा, ये समझने के लिए हमें उसका कॉन्सेंट्रेशन पता होना चाहिए, और जितना ज़्यादा उस गैस का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन होगा उतना ही उसका प्रेशर इफेक्ट क्रिएट होगा। ये सब समझने के लिए हमें सीखना पड़ेगा पार्शियल प्रेशर ऑफ गैस का कंसेप्ट, जो कि हम देखेंगे इन नेक्स्ट वीडियो। थैंक यू।